They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tanner Davis and welcome to another WWE Premium Live Event Predictions video. Today, we will be predicting WWE's Crown Jewel. It's like the Saudi Arabia Survivor Series. We have a stacked match card. We're gonna get right into it, but first let me introduce you to my co-host, one half of Double D's. Please welcome my twin brother, Cody. Let's get into the first match on the card. First match on the card, which is very surprising for a Saudi Arabia show. You know, the first show in Saudi Arabia for WWE was an all-male event. They didn't allow females there. And now, in 2024, we have 8 women in one match for the Women's Tag Team Championships. It's your current champions, the team of Jade, Cargill, and Bianca Belair versus Io Sky and Kairi Sane of Damage Control. In Metaphors, Jakara, Jackson, and Lash Legend versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. The Watermelon Girl. If you know, you know. SmackDown vlog coming soon. Alright, see Dave, it was you that won the Bad Blood predictions. I did have an actual live watch party that whole time and it was crazy. I'm fine with losing because that was the best premium live event of the year. Besides from WrestleMania, of course. So, you'll get the first prediction of the night. We've got probably, I think it's around 8 matches on the card. So, who you've got winning the first match? Women's Tag Team Championships on the line.
I don't have much explanation for this match because I don't think WWE thought much into this match. As you said, there hasn't been women historically compete in Crown Jewel a lot of the time. So without further ado, the winners of this match is Watermelon Girl and Chelsea Green. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green win.
Well, we've seen over the past few weeks on Raw, SmackDown, NXT of Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend of Metaphor going at the throats of Io Sky and Kairi Sane. And Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill have kind of been thrown in the mix. But then you throw in Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. To me, they are the outliers. They are also the team that honestly needs it the most. I'm going with Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, due to the fact that Io Sky, Kairi Sane, and Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend, it looks like they may have to go on a rivalry at NXT or maybe SmackDown, something like that. And they may go back and forth just to get Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson up in the main roster maybe. And Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, maybe something else happens with them. Maybe they go after world title. It just seems like they're just stuck in the lower card with the tag team championships. They need to be main eventers. So, to reiterate, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven winning the Women's World Tag Team Championships at Crown Jewel.
I had the sudden urge to go next match. And I didn't.
This has been a pretty good built up to a match. We've seen since June or July, I believe. It's been for like 3 or 4 months. Carmelo Hayes and Andrade El Idolo, which is just Andrade, been going back and forth for 6 matches. And this past SmackDown, this is being recorded before SmackDown on Halloween Spooky Day. Andrade and Carmelo Hayes had their 7th match, their Game 7 of the rivalry, with LA Knight as special guest referee. It ended in a no contest. LA Knight interfered, did all this, and said no contest. LA Knight, real winner, holds up the championship. And so Nick Aldis was like, LA Knight, you know we needed a fair match. And so at Crown Jewel, you will be facing Carmelo Hayes and Andrade, triple threat match for your United States Championship. And so LA Knight was like, okay. So that's what we got. Triple threat match. United States Championship. Your current champion, LA Knight, versus him, Carmelo Hayes and Andrade El Idolo. I'm going with LA Knight to retain. They just gave him a custom title. If I can't put it on the green screen, pop it in front. It's a custom title. It looks kind of wonky. It's just like custom side plates and like LA trim over the strap. And so why would you take it off of him if he just got a custom title? I'm going with LA Knight. Yeah.
There's something in my heart, not even my heart, something deep inside of me that thinks Carmelo Hayes is going to win this. But I cannot go against the megastar. So, my prediction for this match, with everybody saying L.A. Knight, yeah, L.A. Knight retains.
Survivor Series 2023. We had the return of the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton, with Team Cody Rhodes facing the Bloodline at Survivor Series War Games. And he went on to go into Royal Rumble, yada yada, facing Gunther for the King of the Ring. Gunther ended up ultimately winning. And then Randy Orton went on and aligned himself with Kevin Owens. They were both faces at the time, you know. We're just going to be big good bros, you know. We both have good tag team prowess. Let's go out and let's beat up the Bloodline. And Cody Rhodes is our world champion. He's our good friend. We're not going to go after the world championship. Well, along the line, Cody was like, Kevin, I believe you should face me for the championship, and that was at Bash at Berlin. So Cody faced Kevin for the world championship. It was just a friendly duel, you know. So they faced each other. Kevin got the loss. He had a chance to turn on Cody, play dirty. He never did. He was like, I'm not going to turn on my best friend. But then, bad blood at the end of the show, which it wasn't on the show, it was just put up on social media. Kevin Owens attacked Cody Rhodes right next to his van, sponsored by American Wheatley Vodka. We don't condone it if you're under the age, but that is the sponsor of the van. Kevin Owens beat up Cody Rhodes, and everyone's like, what's going to happen with him and Randy? What's going to happen? Are they going to are they going to turn, or what's going to happen? And so SmackDown the following week, or the week after, Kevin Owens was suspended. We were actually there in Greenville, South Carolina. Vlog coming out soon. When Kevin Owens came out and said, Cody, I need you. And they cut off his mic and yada yada. And Cody Rhodes came out and he's like, ah. And Randy tried to mediate. And then all these officials got into the ring. Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce, whatever. And Kevin Owens went, boom, back elbow into the face of Randy Orton. And Randy was like, boom, boom, no one does that to me. Boom, 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 boom. And then Kevin was like, why would you turn on me, Randy? We were brothers. Oh my gosh. And so Kevin Owens thinks the world is against him. So he turned heel, and at Crown Jewel, he will be facing Randy Orton on his way back to the top in the world title picture against Cody Rhodes. See, Dave, does Kevin Owens beat the veteran who is Randy Orton, 20 to 30 plus years in the game? Or will Owens take an RKO face first on the mat and hands raised, the dinosaur pose? Randy Orton will be the winner. Who do you think?
Can you do me a favor when you go back
What?
and edit this?
The
right
dinosaur
here?
pose?
No. Can you scoot over just a little bit?
Yeah.
Can you put the dog face right here? What I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know how I feel about Kevin Owens.
Oh, okay.
I cannot. There's a reason he's not out. They gave him a title shot, and that was it. I told you, that was it. There's no way he's climbing the ladder back up. He's just here. I knew he was going to turn heel. I called it. Whatever. Randy Orton's got to get back into a title picture. This is Randy Orton's first stop, beating Kevin Owens while Kevin Owens has some sort of momentum to win. So, Randy Orton wins this match and tries to get a title back. We'll see what the Viper decides to do.
I'm going to disagree with you. Cody Rhodes is going to be preoccupied in this match. He's got to focus on the ring General Gunther, which we will talk about later in the video. Owens is sneaky. Owens is evil. He's turned on every man that he's had friendships with. And Randy Orton is going to be no different. You're going to have Randy. There's going to be a spot where Kevin and Randy tussle. Kevin pushes Randy into the referee. The referee gets down, and you see Kevin, maybe with brass knuckles, but I think it's going to be a shot to the no-no square with Kevin Owens, and then he's going to stun Randy. 1, 2, 3. Owens wins and is on that steady climb back to the top, where he will eventually face Cody Rhodes for the undisputed Universal Championship once again. Kevin Owens with the win. What are you laughing at?
Picture.
This was early August, mid-August, around that time. Seth Rollins had been dealing with a lot of injury. You know, he's just need to go to rehab. get everything with a stacked WrestleMania going into SummerSlam. He's been fighting and slapping meat left and right, and it's just, he needed to go to rehab. He needed to get taken off of TV. So what happened? Big Bronson Reed was mad. He couldn't make it in King of the Ring. He couldn't make it in the IC title tournament. He never got to face Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. So what did he do? He put the matters into his own hands. He took Seth Rollins and he hit the tsunami about like 10 times, and Seth Rollins was coughing up blood, and so it took him off TV for a while. And Bronson Reed was like, I'm Australian, I'm a big boy, and I can knock down buildings. Give me a championship. And Adam Pearce was like, no, you can't do it. You got to earn it, yada, yada, this, that, and the other. Eventually, Seth Rollins comes back, beats up Bronson Reed. We got a match at Crown Jewel. Seth freaking Rollins, Bronson Reed. I don't know, honestly. This is a weird match. Bronson Reed really does need the win. It's Saudi Arabia, though, and with the return of Seth Rollins needs to pick up a big win. Bronson Reed, this rivalry can still keep going on till Survivor Series or whatnot. Whatever they want to do with it. It's a placeholder really for Seth Rollins, maybe to build himself back up. Or maybe Bronson Reed to get up in there. Maybe go after the IC title. Seth freaking Rollins with the win. Saudi Arabia, Crown Jewel.
Now, when I first saw Big Bronson Reed, I thought he was just a Kevin Owens. I'm gonna be for real. They had to add big in front of his name to make him mean something. But as I see this rivalry go on, because of it and Seth Rollins, I think he's better than Kevin Owens. I've actually grown to like him a little bit more. And I can't see him. Seth was like, oh, talking about how he had his 15 minutes of fame. Giving Bronson Reed his 15 minutes of fame. So right now, Bronson Reed is not big. See what I did there? He's not big enough to beat Seth Rollins. It's in Saudi Arabia. And Seth freaking Rollins comes out with the win.
I think this match is actually going to be very good. They put on the WWE 2K Discord, which I only follow for locker codes. They put on a poll. They said, oh yeah, if you could do your predictions and vote right, then we'll give you free VC in the video game. And I was like, okay, cool. And then they said, oh, we'll give you free $50 if you could make it in the top 2 or whatnot on WWE Shop. I was like, okay, cool. We can do a little video haul or something. Me spending $50 on WWE Shop. But regardless, that's beyond the point. At the very end of the poll, they said, oh, what do you think the first match on the card is going to be? And I said, oh, this match on the card for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. It's your WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax versus your Women's World Champion Liv Morgan for the gold. A big old piece of 15,000 carat gold belt that says Crown Jewel on it. And it's got a white strap because white means women. Gosh. Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, both been on very great rise as women's champion. Arguably one of the best championship reigns on the roster right now, but between the two. See, Dave, who wins in this historic matchup for the first ever Women's Crown Jewel Championship?
The women's division has been very good so far. I've loved what I've been seeing rivalry-wise. I mean, that when we went to SmackDown, welcome to that Nia Jax and Naomi match was pretty good. I liked it. You might have not liked it, but I liked it. I was behind the camera. And the women's division's been fun to watch. But now you get into the issue of Liv and Nia, and Liv has been continually winning because of Dom Dom. It's how she stayed against Rhea. I mean, we saw Raquel Rodriguez return, and now you're thinking, is that going to be the case with Nia? In my mind, it's not. And this is what's going to happen if that's the case. If an interference occurs, then that might kind of start a rivalry that does not need to happen, because right now she's in a rivalry with Rhea. So there's going to be no interference this match. It's going to be just a fine whatever, and Nia Jax will win this match.
I thought you were actually going to use your brain for a second and say if they all beat up on Nia, then Tiffany Stratton may cash in or something. But obviously, C-Dave cannot cook.
I didn't want to. I don't think this is gonna be the cash in.
No,
I'm saving the cash in.
I know. I don't think so either. But I thought it was weird. I thought there was really no reason for Raquel Rodriguez to align herself with Liv Morgan in the Judgment Day. No, hold on. But then I saw and I thought about it, and who took Raquel Rodriguez off the shelf when her and Liv Morgan were tag team champions. It was Rhea Ripley. And so it all makes sense. It's all coming together. Long-term booking is what WWE does best. I agree with C-Dave. Nia Jax is way too dominant. She is probably the most dominant women's superstar on the roster right now. Yes, over Bianca Belair. Yes, over Jade Cargill, because they're holding penny belts while she's holding the gold. And Nia Jax will defeat Liv Morgan, becoming the first ever women's crown jewel champion. So there's 2 matches left on the card. This may or may not be the main event. So we're going, and according to WWE.com, it is not, which we'll get into the main event. It'll probably be our main talking point of the video. But because we just did the women's, let's go to the men's. It's our men's crown jewel championship. Your SmackDown champion, the WWE undisputed universal champion Cody Rhodes versus the WWE world heavyweight champion Ring General Gunther. 1-on-1. It's crazy to me. This is the one that I have set and debated in my mind over and over and over again on what will happen. And I thought about it. Thought maybe Cody, Gunther. But Cody's got to be the man. He's the head of the company. But then Gunther is just, he's just been so dominant, so crazy, so great. And so I thought, at Bad Blood, Gunther came out and attacked Goldberg and said, oh yeah, when he talked with Bret Hart and said that Goldberg was his favorite wrestler over Bret Hart because Bret Hart has beef with Goldberg. And then he comes out and says, I lied, Goldberg, you weren't actually my favorite wrestler or something. I don't know. He disrespected him. I was like, and I read an article that said Goldberg will be at Crown Jewel. I think that's a spoof. I think that's just a red herring to take us off the fact that Gunther the Ring General has been too dominant and is going to destroy, maybe not destroy, but defeat Cody Rhodes dead center in the middle of the ring. No interference, no nothing, except there will be interference. We just talked about Kevin Owens and Randy Orton going against each other 1-on-1. And Kevin Owens may lose that match. Now, he may win. I'm saying he's winning. But Kevin Owens has got to make a statement. And the only way to make the statement is by stopping Cody Rhodes from winning a championship that will put him in the history books as the first ever for a legacy that WWE believes will be going on for years and years after Crown Jewel. For that Crown Jewel championship to not go to Cody Rhodes after he's had emotional promos saying he's going to do it for his daughter, for his family, this, that, and the other, and to give it to someone of the arrogance of Gunther, it's only perfect to put more heat on Kevin Owens as he goes into a storyline with Cody Rhodes and maybe defeats him for the championship. That's what's going to happen. I also thought about The Rock, Gunther, Goldberg, all of that. The Kevin Owens thing is the most logical storyline plot in my head. Therefore, the winner and the first ever men's Crown Jewel Championship is the Ring General Gunther.
I don't know about storylines. I don't really care about it. This is my mindset. If Gunther were to lose, it's going to be really hard for him to get that momentum back. If Cody were to lose, it ain't that hard for Cody to get that momentum back. He wrestles every week. Gunther don't wrestle every week. So now you're thinking, okay, well, Cody's over with the fans. Cody probably should win because he's over with the fans. It's Saudi Arabia. Why would not Cody win this thing? But I'm going to agree with you. Because of the sheer factor that Cody can regain his momentum like that, it doesn't matter if he loses, in my mind. Gunther needs to win this because he can't regain momentum as fast as Cody can. The Ring General wins this match. Gunther wins and becomes first Crown Jewel champion.
Once again, WWE and Triple H are edging over the fact that this Bloodline story is continuing and is probably one of the highest rated storylines within the company. Whether you personally regard it as good or bad, you can't disagree with the fact that it puts up numbers, it puts butts in seats, especially with the returns of Roman and The Rock. The Rock after Bad Blood, that return was crazy.
The Rock after Crown Jewel.
probably won't happen. It's our main event, ladies and gentlemen. It's Roman Reigns and the Uso, Jey Uso and Jimmy finally back together. The OG Bloodline taking on the new Bloodline in a 6-man tag match. The only issue is there's 4 people in the new Bloodline. Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu. So the question is, who will be the 3 men? And does it even matter? And does it change the outcome of the match?
I don't think Solo will fight. He'll just sit back.
That seems the most logical answer. That Solo will fight, could stay back, and it will be the Tongans and Jacob Fatu. Yeah, Tongans. But also Tonga Loa could also be sitting behind Mr. Botchamania. But who's winning?
This is my mindset. Now the Usos. Let's do it right. Let's do it right. Ooh. Oh. Usos are back together. Just like Tanner and I are back together for another predictions video. And it
really puts a tingling in my inner loins, by the way. I'm sorry.
The Usos are back?
Yeah.
This is my mindset, okay? Roman Reigns is back. And we have seen a little hints that Roman still cannot trust Jey. He cannot fully trust Jey yet. So the only way Roman can regain trust in Jey is if Jey were to be the one to win this match.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
So now, I'm thinking Jay's going to get the final pin so that Roman can finally trust him and we can see a old versus new bloodline and have it for Survivor Series at the end of the month.
Right.
Yeah, the War Games. So, what is their team called? Roman and the Usos?
Yeah. I just say OG Bloodline.
The OG Bloodline, Roman and the Usos win this match.
That's a good point. You saw Jey. He lost his IC title. Unfortunately, due to Bloodline interference, Jey could be the winner in this match. I read an article where the Bloodline may... What are you laughing at?
You said read an article like 5 times in this video. Article counter.
Okay. Well, I did read an article where the Bloodline on SmackDown tomorrow, this is on Thursday, hello spooky day, may take out Roman. But I was like, that's so dumb. What are they going to do? But they could replace it with Sami Zayn. He's a fellow Muslim. The Arabians love Sami Zayn. And you saw Sami Zayn talking on Raw to Solo Sikoa in the car or whatever. And Jey and Jimmy were like, oh, Jimmy was like, yeah, I told you he ain't worth nothing. And Jey was like, yeah, you right. But I just think Sami was talking to Solo. They were trying to make us think that Sami was all buddy-buddy with him. But really, he will be Roman's replacement if Roman does get taken out before Crown Jewel. Regardless if that happens, that's not going to change my prediction because I am going with the Bloodline. Oh, not this Bloodline. The new Bloodline. Solo Sikoa's Bloodline. My tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. And the Tongans and Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, will beat Roman and the Usos, or Sami and the Usos. Who cares? Because like we said, there's going to be Survivor Series War Games, Bloodline, OG Bloodline versus New Bloodline. That's when OG Bloodline. This is a 6-man tag match. Does it really matter who wins this? We get Sami Zayn into the mix, and now it's OG Bloodline versus New Bloodline, and then OG Bloodline can win, and The Rock can jump off the steel cage on top of everybody, or whatever will happen. But just... New Bloodline will win 6-man tag match, Crown Jewel main event, and that's going to close out our video, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, we got SmackDown vlog on the way. C-Dave decided to record over 2 hours, and I've been very, very busy. I haven't been able to go through all that footage. I've got a lot of video ideas that are on the board. I've got live streams. Don't worry, though, because in December, we will be hitting it hard. Remember, 12 Days of Tanner will be right around the corner once we hit December, where we post for 12 days straight, which is way more than 12 days I post in a row. But we just have those 12 days for 12 Days of Tanner, and we may have some Booty Busters and Double D's coming very, very soon. Some updates on that, and that rivalry hopefully will close by the end of the month. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, C-Dave, I'm tired of all this back and forth crap, and I'm ready to get my hands on them too, and I'm ready to just settle this because the Booty Busters can't beat us, and they will never beat us. But ladies and gentlemen, they can't beat us. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you have a safe, fantastic, and amazing rest of your day. Be sure to like, share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. A lot of effort and time and investment goes into making these videos. So it is absolutely free to subscribe, and you get good content out of it. You get to see a beautiful face and a kind of a lesser, I don't want to say ugly because that'd be rude, but very lesser attraction of facial, attraction over here. Whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, my name is Tanner Davis. Oh, okay.
If you made it to the end of the video, comment hashtag #CDaveCanCook.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, my name is Tanner Davis alongside my co-host, twin brother C-Dave. We'll catch you in the next predictions video. Goodbye.